Oh, can we go?
Oh, we've got 2 people readied up now.
Are we going? Are we not? I don't know.
Only have to wait another half hour on everyone else readying up.
Gary, pick your car.
Those are people that aren't in their cars. Take away Billable and Bastos as well.
Oh yeah, I'm on air. That's bad.
Yeah.
Just gonna start like shouting at people. Yari, pick your car. Bastos, I don't.
Bastos and Takeaway have to as well. Yeah, and Tam, I don't think they'll start the D3 race until we're done here, saying as me and Mark both racing D3.
Yeah, I don't. That would be a controversial move by.
Yeah, because it just gave Coco the championship on the spot.
Yeah. Yari, can you pick a car? I don't know why I'm shouting.
Now Bastos and Takeaway.
Bastos and Tiggerby, pick a car. Oh my gosh.
Takeaway's ready, apparently, but he's not in the right car.
Tiggerby is ready.
Not
I mean,
any car.
There's a what? There's a 1 in, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know the exact maths of it, but there's going to be about a 1 in 8 or 9 chance, I would guess, just based on the fact that other cars have been taken.
1 in 7. There's 3 cars that are full.
And also armies in the Mercedes, which takes it down a bit.
There we go. Takeaway's. Well, I mean, actually, I would have put him in the Mercedes anyway, pushing the fastest 3 cars.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, yeah, that's everyone. Finally.
Nice one, guys. It's a really unimportant race for me coming up. No problem.
That's fine. You don't have to stress out over this. I mean, it's helpful to me if you do, because I still want to win later.
I need a comfort break. Oh, okay. Tiggerby was shouting at people to get in their cars. He didn't realise he wasn't in his car. That's amazing. Oh, please don't break again. This is the most cursed damn track.
Seems to be working fine for me.
Oh, please. Okay, I've got past the menu. Have I?
Now we get stuck in a black screen forever, right?
Come on. Well, I'm the first in here, according to this, because everyone else is.
I've got the player list up this time. That wasn't here last time.
That wasn't here.
I mean, it's a bit of progress.
I think I was stuck here last time.
No, I didn't even have the waiting for players and player list up. That was just showing me the pit box and pit lane and nothing else.
J. Cole and Gary are ready.
Yeah. Let's see if the game actually lets us get underway.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, it's like the Christmas race all over again.
I think there was something wrong with this track, genuinely. Okay, I think we're good. Oh my god, yeah, we're good. Thank
There
goodness.
we go, finally.
Jeez. I was sweating.
It's now that we have someone that their clutch isn't working or something like that, they're just stuck there.
The only good news is it's getting really late in Romania. It's getting really, really late.
Yeah. Squawk might just fall asleep and then you can just cruise.
So I know that you've watched quite a few of these streams because I've obviously seen you commenting and stuff. Have you got any predictions for today?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea, fuck all. I'll say Waluigi wins just because he's consistent like no one else, and if there's any mistakes by own, Waluigi will do something with them.
Tyres look right, I think.
Yeah, they've all got tyres. Okay, that's good to know.
They've definitely all got tyres. I think they're right. I vaguely remember Bullet Boy and Gary.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not sure about the medium guys, but I mean... Yeah.
We'll take their word for it, I suppose. It's not...
If not, I'm sure someone else will complain about it later.
Normally Gary would take this opportunity to cheat, but he's decided against it, which is lovely.
We're just commentators, we're not stewards.
Yeah, I'm not about that life. Okay.
Getting Bastos getting lined up.
Hoping this... the grid view's not the best. And we are off. Own with, I think, a good start. Yeah.
It looked like a good start.
Bullet Boy gets a really good start. V5's had a bit of a nightmare.
Bullet Boy up third.
Everyone gets around. Bastos has had a very, very bad start. There's a lot of commotion in the midfield around Gary.
Okay. Both Caesar and Bullet Boy are up 2 positions, as is J. Cole off the start.
This is pretty good going. J. Cole is looking to try and make a move. Yeah, so Bullet Boy and Caesar up 2 places, Army and V5 down 2. J. Cole swapped places with Yari, but other than that, everyone is as they were.
I mean, I doubt Yari really cares all that much about being outside the points right now. It's not like it really matters.
No. J. Cole with a very aggressive move on Sarja to get past. Looked fairly cleanish, might have been a bit of desync. V5's eyeing up Army. Army defends the inside. Oh, V5 trying to whip a very aggressive switchback.
No.
Oh, no, Luigi.
Defend it.
Wow.
Okay, so note self, never make a prediction, because whatever it is will crash. Go.
Ooh,
and then you hit by Bastos.
Bastos is... Oh, this is... I'm kind of watching this out of sheer fear. As V5 got round Army, we missed that. I think...
Just trying to see if Waluigi has any damage.
I don't think he does.
No, it doesn't look like it. If he does, it's missing end plate or something like that. Nothing too serious.
There's a bit of a better view. I think it's fine. I'm not sure, but... We're right on board with J. Cole.
Actually, he's catching up to Gary now.
So some big moves, really. Bullet Boy and Caesar doing very well. And you consider, I believe... Yeah, Bullet Boy is obviously on the softs. Ooh, Tiggerby has just done an absolute mad dive bomb. But it was so Not bad, but it was so deep that actually it was just like an accidental undercut there by J. Cole. So kind of nothing to see here. All's well that ends well. The broadcast camera on here is dreadful.
Yeah, well. I mean, at least they've almost fixed the stupid revving glitch, so I mean, you're not all that likely to come across it if you just want to ride on board with someone.
Yeah, I think I will. Ooh, J.
We've
Cole.
got J. Cole trying to get past Jai. Not very successfully, but I mean, it's worth a try.
I think he will get him here. Oh no, then again, he's going to have... Gary's got armies.
No, they'll both have DRS.
Should be quite a few moves, really. No, everything seems to have stayed fairly still.
Gary and Tigray were going side by side for a second there. But turn one.
Oh, it's very tight between the three of these guys. J. Cole, as Gary goes up the middle, J. Cole follows, and Army seems to have just lost 2 places. I think he already is struggling on those tyres.
Yeah, and Tam, you're saying I have a really low opinion of Cody's. That's because they're English.
Damn, aren't they Scouts? Aren't they like based? No, they're in Birmingham or something. It's not just. They're a separate entity to the rest of the UK. They're based in Birmingham. Because Army is the biggest loser, as you can from that little battle. Ebo wants a Murray Walker quote. I don't know many, if I'm honest. I am old enough to remember Murray Walker, but I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm not.
Sarge is definitely going to get the move done here on Army, just to solidify the pain.
Or maybe
It's
not.
not.
Tire advantage that Army has. He's on 2 compounds softer.
Yeah, to be fair. This midfield battle's insane, but Bullet Boy's catching up to Owen as well. Owen's tyres are going to start to go at some point. J. Cole... J. Cole getting wrong.
J. Cole's exploding the infield.
One thing I'll say...
Tigley's going up the same side of J. Cole.
That's a move.
Turn 6. Yeah.
I think the one thing that perhaps I haven't practiced that's going to be a bit of a regret is dirty air, because I know around here it's actually quite bad.
Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, you won't have to deal with it, I'll be too far ahead of you anyway.
Oh, I hope not. I really hope not. Bullet Boy... It'd be interesting to see who's running what wings. I think Owen... They might be running pretty much the same. I think...
Yeah.
The wings seem to be fairly...
Pretty deep there.
Sergeant gets past Army, or does he?
I think Bullet Boy might get past here if he's brave under braking.
Owen does leave him enough room, but also has enough pace, but then obviously... Well, Bullet Boy backed out there. That's interesting.
But another thing is, Owen's running pretty low on hours. Bullet Boy has 20.
Yeah, he's using it very conservatively. That seems to be the way. I've watched a few YouTubers like TRL Limitless who use it very, very conservatively. I'm not saying that I know more than him. Always Tiggerby seems to have got into a bit of an issue as Gary gets past. But they do seem to use it very, 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 very conservatively. But then again, they're pretty good. And Bullet Boy's kind of following the same kind of pattern, using 0 for quite a lot of that lap there. His own locks up, so he's obviously not using any ABS. Bullet Boy definitely gets a better exit.
The B5 just got past Caesar at turn 2. Didn't catch that, but I think he went round the outside.
Caesar.
And Caesar's going back at him.
B5 does tend to run high wings compared to the rest of the field. I don't know if that's the case, but it looks like it.
There's got contact between them. No idea. Don't think there was any damage, but
Tiggerby is in the mood for dive bombing today.
Gary's losing positions like almost quite a bit. I got Jacob all over him.
Race for the lead. You can't really think that Bullet Boy's not going to get past him here.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time until Bullet Boy does get past.
He's put it into one as. Now that for me means that he wants to try and get him into the next corner. There's no reason otherwise. And I think
he goes up to 5. He's up hot lap now. Overtake.
Plan's gonna work. Unless, oh no, Owen really squeezes him. Forces him wide a bit. So now Luigi gets past Army. I wonder if I think Army's really struggling on the tyres because he qualified fantastically. V5 is going to be loving this battle for the lead.
I think just going to let him drag in that 1.5 second gap.
Oh, I was about to say he really wants Owen to stay ahead. Ooh, how was there not a big off there?
Yeah, but not entirely sure why Bullet Boy went past there. If that's just given own DRS on him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But impatient from my point of view.
V5's definitely running higher wings.
No, but then this isn't really a straight line track, so it doesn't really have a lot of base on guys in sector 2.
I'm interested to see if Owen can stay with Bullet Boy. Missing quite a bit in the midfield.
Jacob's still attached to Gary's gearbox.
Mac has let the whole world know what V5's running, which is 2.9, which may well be, his rear wing may well be a little bit higher than a few people, to be fair. I think that some people might be running 2.7. I've seen some pretty mad ones like 1.9, 1.10 as well. I don't know if anyone's running that necessarily, but
I mean, there's one thing I got a bit annoyed that by the looks of things it's not going to rain.
no,
It always makes for an interesting race when it rains here.
Yeah, definitely. Some mad things have happened in real life, as V5 is really on Owen's case now.
That one's definitely going slow now. His tyres must be practically dead from the push in to try and stay ahead of Bullet Boy.
Tiggerby is interesting to see what people think of Tiggerby and his driving at the moment, because he's made some interesting moves, made some good moves, but I think a few people might be a bit annoyed after. I hope not, but it just seems to be towing the line not quite well enough between aggression and dive bombing, really.
Maybe he's been taking some pointers from Dave.
Tiggerby is quite an aggressive. He's known as quite an aggressive driver, I should say. This is now hurting D5. His own.
He's stuck behind Owen.
You don't want to get past here, V5. He doesn't.
Anyway.
Got very. To be fair, he's not. I don't think he is gonna. Well, he might hold it, but I doubt it, just because of the nature of the wings.
And he's pretty much completely out of irons.
It doesn't quite squeeze. I think that was perfectly fine. Gary is lagging, broke my wing. Tandy, Team Coco. What do you mean Team Coco?
Gary is definitely lagging. He's sort of jumping all over the place.
Gary needs to put some more potatoes into the Wi-Fi meter.
Give it another pint of Guinness.
Coco, check your messages. Look at this teamwork. Oh, I'm gonna slipstream for you. Yeah, whatever. Slipstream.
I mean, they are teammates. It's sort of what they're meant to do.
Ah, whatever. It's fine. I don't even mind. Where are we?
I mean, it could be worse. It could be like me and Jabba who just crash into each other.
Yeah, that was not great. That made me really sad. That actually cost me quite a few points.
Oh, so that's the only reason you're sad. Got it.
Yeah, absolutely. But, well, no, it's a shame to see, but... Oh, someone's lost a bit... Has someone gone off there? Army's DNF'd. And that's a bad ending to Army's PRL career. It's really struggled on the tyres. Jacob and Luigi stop. Go on. Sorry.
Army's career's ended just about as well as everyone here's career PRL saying it's ended short.
Well, yeah, true. V5's losing time to Bullet Boy. I'm wondering if anyone's going to use now as the time.
Yeah, I've just seen that Ebo says that he's going to go for the win, so I think we should all just DNF and be free to let him win. And that seems fair.
Sarja is not quite close enough. I'd love to see Ebo do well. I'd love to see Ebo do well this race. I really would.
So that's the problem. Not everyone can do well. Only one top step at the podium.
Yeah, that is the thing. I'm interested here. I'm very intrigued because unless the super soft runners stop this lap, that indicates to me that they're going to try super soft.
Which is a pretty risky strategy to go for.
Agreed. It's not a strategy.
Cam, who would complain about the race fix? It's not like there's any races after this.
Yeah, the consequences are fairly thin in some ways. They will be remembered
you can't
if take me out.
me from a league that doesn't exist.
Well, that's true. Let's not give anyone any ideas. Unless it's towards Coco, then that's fine. Well, V5 and Own pit. Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm guessing they're going for mediums, yeah.
Yeah.
Then, I know that super soft's possible, but if you're battling, you're much better going for the mediums. If you've got any chance of battling, you don't really want to be on the softs. If they die, you're pretty screwed.
Yeah, isn't that what happened to you last season, Maka? True story. He actually I think he got a puncture on the last lap, if I can remember correctly. So V5 will be interesting to see. I think on this strategy, it'll be interesting to see as well the team orders between Yari and V5, but I would think on this strategy that V5 would struggle potentially to make the jump on Bullet Boy, particularly stopping so late.
How well V5 gets past Yari and whoever else gets in his way.
Yari's definitely, I think. Yeah, Yari's just like given up on the Urs to let his teammate through. That's nice to see. Owen's really struggling on those tyres.
Maybe it's running aggressive qualifying setup and sort of forgot about it. Just pushing too hard on his tyres.
I don't know what the time is. In the sense of the pit lane time, I think it's about 20 seconds. It looks longer, but then
It's fairly long, but it's not as long as you think it is.
No, because you basically miss T2, don't you? In a roundabout way. Well, you have a longer version
But
in the pit lane.
yeah, it's just you think it's a lot longer than it is, then it misses turn 1 through and turn 1, 2 and 3, but it's
Hmm.
quite a fast pit exit, even though it's tight.
Yeah. So this will be interesting. Bullet Boy is
On
coming out
Bullet Boy
now.
and Gary, both in the pits.
Bullet Boy is... Ooh, God, he nearly went in the wall.
Almost in the wall. That would be a really embarrassing way to end your race.
Oh, and he did hit the wall.
Defensive.
And he's
Yeah.
caused himself some right pressure where it really didn't need to happen.
You know, if he can keep ahead while he warms his tyres up, he should be fine though. As Jaco gets a time penalty or something.
Not seen many time penalties, have we, actually, in all fairness?
No, I think that might have been the first one.
I'll get the interval back up now. I was putting the leader on just to see how close it would be, but yeah, I think it is. It must be about 20 seconds then. 'Cause I think Bullet Boy had about 21. Ooh, was V5 really oversteers there?
I've got Owen catching up to the back of Yari now.
You can almost be certain that Yari's going to try and defend this a lot harder.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. I mean, it'd be hard to make it any easier.
We forgot about the Joker in the pack, Bastos.
Yeah, we had. Starting on those medium tyres. But then Starter's also on the mediums and he's 6-7 seconds up the road from him, so
This is playing into the hands of Owen, who was the victim almost of
yeah.
battles with Bullet Boy. And he's now going to be the beneficiary. Don't get too close to Bastos with that one connection bar, would be my only advice. I don't want to see anyone's PRL career finish like that, as Bastos really is not giving up.
So Bullet Boy's definitely given him plenty of space.
Good on Bastos, he let them both through. That's kind of what I wanted to see.
Oh, if V5 gets time penalty, that could be quite important.
I didn't want to see...
I think Sarja could actually be in a decent position come the end of the race. But he's on the mediums right now.
He'll have to go some. I mean, to be fair, actually,
Yeah.
he's got two people behind him that need to hit, but you've got to think, I suppose, he could well be...
He could end up on the supers after these and just blitzing everyone.
I think fourth's definitely on. I think anything above that might be a little bit difficult, but...
I mean, I think he could get third, seeing as how slow Owen was at the end of the first stint.
Well, maybe.
They properly chewed through his first tyres.
Yeah, that's...
Bullet Boy for 110.3. Bad laugh on the mediums.
Robert's woken up. Excellent. He was a fitness stout, shall we say, for this race. But he's pulled through. Gary has got the glitch, but thankfully Gary is not very good, so we don't really have to focus on him. Although he is potentially about to make a move on Caesar at some point, but I'll try and hop back to it if I can.
I mean, they're the two closest cars right now, so...
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I can't really... Jacob needs to hurry up so I can ride on board with him and watch them battle.
You deal with the glitch, you deal with the horrible camera angles.
Yeah, this is the thing. Let's go broadcast.
I mean, it's built by been faster again, 10.1. Definitely in a hurry.
And he's broken DRS, and it seems like Gary is going to get it done.
Well, looking at Bullet Boy's going to have to do some fuel saving at some point. He's got the fuel light on. Gary's got past Caesar.
I wonder if that's a glitch. Maybe not, but...
Might have under fuel so he can go down, get around the track quicker, even if it means running lean for more.
Yeah, I suppose there's many ways.
Yeah. And Owen is finally cut the fast off soon. Fast off to let him through like he did V5 and Bullet Boy.
It took him a lap to think about it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Is he pitting? Yeah, he's pitting. Bit of a stroke of luck there for him.
Yeah. Probably could have gone a few laps further on those tyres, to be honest.
I'm guessing he's going to stick on the softs.
Yeah. And Gary's in as well, for sort of softs.
This is V5's to lose. I hate to say that because V5 does sometimes find a way to lose. Or he goes wide again, and that will be a warning, almost certainly.
Yeah. I'm not sure because Bullet Boy's done a good job of saving his tires, whereas V5's running a bit low.
Just thinking of the fuel really more than anything.
It's quite easy to save fuel here. Not a time that you can get around the track without being on the throttle.
There's a lot of coasting, isn't there, actually?
Yeah.
V5.
V5 going through now.
A little late move.
But Bullet Boy didn't fight that.
Sarger pits. Sarger's going to go on the softs.
Yeah.
Bit of a wasted opportunity, maybe.
Yeah, if he could have stretched the tires a bit further, he could have gone for the supers. Get some more pace that way. Yeah, I think Bullet Boy let V5 pass just so he can get slipstream so he can try and save on his fuel that way.
It's not a bad idea, to be fair.
Yeah, get dragged round while getting to use less fuel and less hours.
I think you're right, purely because he's also using more ERS. Normally he was going around here in 0.
Yeah.
And he's going around in 2 as if to, like you say, just stick on the back of him.
Yeah, after Gary passed Caesar, it's not really made up that much of a gap as well, looking further back to the grid. Just half a second ahead.
He needs to be careful because he's not. He needs to. Yeah, I mean, it's the big toe you get. But he needs to be fairly quick round here. And he should get it another lap. Guessing this gap's going to go down quite significantly.
No matter what swings, Bullet Boy's gained his fuel back, at least for now.
Hmm.
And also, by the looks of things, we're going to be holding up the D3 race for a bit.
Yeah, it could be that way. It could be. I think it will be fairly... They might have to give us 5 minutes, potentially. I'm glad it isn't raining, because if it was raining then I don't think this would be feasible, but...
Could have some good old rain in our race, though. Certainly make things interesting.
I'm a bit betwixt and between whether I want rain, as Gary is really all over the place. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't really know.
Have we actually had any written in a race? V3?
Did we have it last race?
Possibly. I don't know.
Did we
But
have it
yeah,
last
we
race?
did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I'm just being. Yeah, I just completely forgot about that race. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Caesar is sticking with Gary. He seems to be struggling a bit. Sarja is. I mean, you'd probably back Sarja for fifth, maybe fifth. You can keep it clean. It's just so funny to see Yari at the back.
Yari and Waluigi at the back.
Yeah. What if you can't be taking out teammates? That was a mad incident. No malice involved, I could tell that from a mile off, but Bullet Boy is doing well to stay. I do honestly feel like if there's a mistake in one of them though, it's going to be more in Bullet Boy than V5. They really.
You've also got to take into account, I don't believe Bullet Boy has a penalty yet. V5 definitely does.
Yeah, that's
so Bullet
true.
Boy could just be planning on sticking to the back of them. Boring way to win, but a win's a win.
Yeah, true. Sarge's really gaining on Caesar and Gary. I can't see that being too long.
Just depends on if he can use his pace to actually get past the two of them. And I'm guessing that Caesar might just let Sarge go through. V5's penalty was for corner cutting. Great.
Is that RJ or
Don't
is
think
that...
we've had... no idea.
Or is it Killer? I'm pretty sure it's RJ. They're both called Jake.
Don't think we've had anyone speak in the pits. Yeah, let's just check. Lots of warnings. But no one's been pit lane. Yeah, I think that was Caesar just letting Sarge go through turn one there.
Sarge just keeps it. Oh no,
Jake's,
it's...
Ra.
Ah, okay. Okay. That makes more sense.
And Waluigi seems to be catching up to Jaco as well. Second between them.
Yeah. There's a few decent battles here actually. Sarja... I think Gary's going to be loath to let him through. If I had to make a prediction...
Don't think there's really going to be much he can do about it.
I was going to make a prediction and say that ooh, Gary was some proper Gaelic lag there.
I just whipping out the warp drive. Top defensive strategy. Just make sure no one knows where your car is.
Bullet Boy is gaining on V5. I don't think he's trying to, or doesn't particularly want to, but...
Well, the V5's got less than 10% battery, so not really much you can do to speed up.
Gary doesn't know how close he was to dying, which was my prediction. I feel like he may have put it in the wall.
Past the outside the turn 4.
A real late move by Gary. And it nearly resulted in them both taking each other off.
No, Mac, I don't feel free to fight V3 now. Stop giving him bad ideas, Tam.
Gary is struggling a bit. I think he'll be a bit disappointed. I'm surprised Gary hasn't got a podium yet. I say yet because there's plenty of time. V5's definitely struggling. Oh, is Bullet Boy?
No. So if he was planning on just sitting behind him, that strategy's out the window.
Has he got a pen?
Yeah.
I
He's
can't
got
see
one
the
just now.
pens. Like, it's weird.
Just literally just now.
I don't think they're flashing up on my screen because I saw him go over and then nothing come up on the screen. Really strange. We've got
Yeah,
yellows.
he got
Oh,
Gary's got a time penalty.
and Gary binned it. I did predict it.
But it's about time that someone else binned it. Oh, and he's got J. Cole alongside him.
Gary's obviously sponsored by the new Dirt Rally game from Codemasters.
It's quite impressive rallying an F1 car.
So,
quite a few penalties now.
so we're back even, are we, between Bullet Boy and V5?
Yeah, they're even.
Gary's binned it again.
Must have cooked his tires quite badly.
Oh wow. Some serious oversteering.
Bullet Boy's pretty much attached to V5 now.
He's going to have to change his strategy a bit. Gary's going to try and get the fastest lap. The last ever fastest lap in Division 2. Sargent, unfortunately, is doing far too well to try and mimic it, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sarge will be happy to not have that be his only option for once.
Sarge's definitely favourite to get Tiggerby, in my eyes.
Yeah, not that much of gas, and he's on softer tyres. They aren't all that old either.
I don't know the difference between. I mean, V5 really is going through his errors. I will say that.
Yeah, it could come back to bite him at the very end of the race.
Definitely, Jake. The fastest lap chase is quite fun in Division 2. Quite a few people go after it.
Waluigi and Yari getting time penalties as well now.
See, it's so annoying. I actually can't see this, like, at all. That is a mystical glitch from Codemasters. That is.
I've had it sometimes when I've been racing. So really good when you can't tell when you yourself are getting warnings.
Oh wow. That must suck. You must think like literally just leading the cleanest life.
And Bullet Boy has a second time penalty.
Oh wow. Okay, that's huge. Now let's see how that changes his strategy. Because I think you were right. I think he was almost waiting. I think he felt like he was definitely the quicker guy.
I mean, I think I'd agree with him since the fact that he was doing alright at staying ahead of V5 and it appeared like he slowed down to let him through.
Yeah, and he just poked his nose a little bit for the first time, so he's obviously aware that he needs to get past.
He's also got Sarge's cops technically as well.
Yeah, this has got so much more grip around that corner. I did think Tiggerby might like this track. This will put Tiggerby very safely ahead of other guys. J. Cole needed a few more points to jump. I forget who it actually was, if I'm being completely honest. I think it was Army, actually. He still could. He's 5th, I think. But I don't think that's going to happen unless other people make errors. Sarge's gone right up to him.
No, I think Sarge might possibly get Army here. Tiggerby even. So it doesn't really matter who. Rare car, the same car, doesn't matter. Got a contact, but... And Saga's ended up with DRS out of that as well.
No, I didn't think that was likely. I thought that was going to be Tigger's up in there. I'm guessing Sergeant needs to pull a gap. He's got more penalties. Oh, his bullet boy is right on V5.
I will check. Tigger has it. No, they both have one penalty. Sergeant and Tigger.
Oh, okay, so that's a fairly good
That
sign.
I've got a second 5 second stop though.
Gary's definitely on the hunt for a...
Nah, he's got fastest lap, so it doesn't matter. Just gave up.
Oh, he's DNF'd. He's got the fastest lap.
So he pulled into the pits and killed himself.
Bullet boy.
And Bullet boy going outside turn 4.
Looking for a switchback of sorts, but it closes up so much there that it's almost impossible to do.
It's impossible to do, but when you do it, you feel incredible. Doesn't matter how clean it is, all it matters is how you feel after pulling off the overtake.
Tandy pointing out that Gary should, are not necessarily showing how good D1 is.
Yeah, but D1 is so good that you crash twice on one lap, get the fastest lap and then give up. So it's a good show of talent, that.
He was also very hungover. I'll defend Gary for a change. I will defend him.
Isn't that just being Irish?
Yeah, I mean that is true. As Bullet Boy does ooh, does he? No. And that wasn't really a dive bomb. It was a very fair move from Leaf. I just was better on the brakes, really.
Man, Bullet Boy left then side wide open. He's back fast at 10-4.
That must have been a warning for V5 again, I would assume.
Oh, V5's been asking mechanic, you'll know that you can just take it easy, sit behind Bullet Boy. Doesn't have to push all that hard. Well, he does have some fuel to make up, V5.
Could be pivotal. Luigi closing on Jacob. Seems like Sargent or Owen, I kind of feel sorry for Owen. I feel like his race is a bit run, really. V5 is not gaining even under DRS. This is quite a dangerous situation for V5.
It just depends on how much faster he is in Sector 2.
Definitely got a better exit there, but then the better exit's just kind of counteracted straight away by the wing. And like you say, he needs to really... He don't really need to do... Oh, he's a second behind now. Not a bit of a wobble.
Just don't lose another few seconds, or get another penalty.
It's a horrible tightrope he's walking though, because he can't push. I mean, he can't not push, and he can't push too hard. Like, it's a better line, I think.
Also, we missed Waluigi passing Jacob, which I assume was the exit of turn 3.
So, it's just got a lap.
I don't see how Bullet Boy can pull to another 2 seconds unless V5 makes quite the mistake.
And he's still running low on fuel. Rinsed all his
That would be quite the mistake if he runs out of fuel.
Staying with him, Bullet Boy's also used all his airs. I know V5's planning on going out and getting quite drunk tonight, so I'm kind of hoping for his sake he actually does win. Yeah. I'd quite like to see Bullet Boy get a maiden victory. I think that would be his maiden victory, but...
I don't know.
Oh, it's V5. Nearly loses it. As he tries to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory, but I think...
Yeah, I think V5 got this.
Yeah, he has.
Unless he somehow crashes on the back, on the home straight.
Bullet Boy will take the line.
Yeah. Oh, no? Did V5 get a penalty somewhere?
No.
I'm missing it.
Did he get one late?
I will check.
Sarger in 4th, Owen in 3rd. Owen not that far behind V5 in the end.
No, he got one early that I didn't notice. Got one on lap 5.
Wow, okay.
That's just bad commentating from me. I would apologise for it, but I don't really care.
Harry not happy. We have to cut it a little bit short, which I feel really bad about to these guys, but it's a good...
Got a race to do.
We've got a race to do. I will be back in a minute. I need a quick loo break and then I'll be back, but brilliant last race. Well done to Bullet Boy. Nice to see V5 on the podium as well as Owen. And yeah, cheers Wave, that was good.
Well, even though there wasn't all that much happening throughout it, it was still interesting to watch.
Right, I will leave it there and I will see you in about 5 minutes. Cheers guys.